Welcome everyone. Today we will be making baby soap. And for this baby soap, we are using fresh goat milk. Okay. Then in addition to that, we'll be using shea butter 2 kg, PKO 2 liters, and our coconut oil 1 liter. So we will first start by melting our oils. I started out this soap as a semi hot process soap, but eventually I had to turn it into hot process. So just go through every process with me, every step with me, okay? I am Zesta Herbal Soap Skincare and Lifestyle, your Obonge soap maker, your number one soap maker here on YouTube and all other social media handles. So as you can see, I'm melting my shea butter. Because I started out this soap as a semi-hot process initially, I didn't want to use a bigger pot, so I just used this small pot to melt the oil in batches. I first melted the first one, poured it. When the oil was hot, I mixed it with my main batch. As you can see, I've mixed it in here and stirred it. So I now heated it up the second time again so that every other oil would, all the pieces would melt. This is the second one again. I'm pouring the second one. Okay. You can see the oil is more fluid now. Everything has melted. There are no lumps. So now that we have melted our oils, we'll go ahead and start preparing for every other thing. So I like getting my environment ready. You can see my goat milk and my molds, my mold and my working containers. So here I'm fetching my caustic soda, and I'm using 806 grams of caustic soda. Okay, so I'm weighing it out in my mixing vessel. You mix your caustic soda either in plastic or in glass. You don't mix it in aluminium or even stainless steel. You can mix it in your stainless steel. So here is my sugar. My sugar is 250 grams. For water, the water I use for my sugar is 500 mils. Why I'm using this water in my sugar and why I'm using sugar in my recipe is to give it a very nice and smooth trace. Then for my caustic, I used 1900 mils, approximately 2 liters. Please don't pour water into caustic. Oh, please don't pour water into caustic. Pour your caustic into water. Don't follow me. Okay, so now I'm mixing my caustic and I'll allow it to dissolve until clear. I'll just leave it there for the fumes. As you can see, I'm doing it on the sink so that the fumes will go out. So now that it has cleared up, I'm now mixing it in with my oils. Okay, so I'm stirring it. Now, if I were doing semi-hot process, that is all. I will stir this up and then add my ingredients, and that's all. Okay, but eventually I had to pour this into my stainless steel pot. Why? The soap batter became very thick. You can see I've not poured in my other ingredients. The soap is thickening. I did this, I could not show every part. It became so thick I had to work quickly. So in the process, I could not do more videos again. So I had to put it on fire, allow it to cut, put in my goat milk, and poured in my goat milk, and I poured in my sugar solution, mixed it in, and then you can see how the soap is fluid now because of the sugar solution. The sugar solution and the heat has cut it, okay, to give me a light trace. That is what I wanted because I want my soap to look smooth. So I poured it into 3 molds. There's a bigger one, then these two smaller ones. Okay, by the time I finished making this soap, it was already dark. It was dark, so I was not able to I didn't even remember to show you the other one. The bigger mold is on the ground. I even almost forgot to add my perfume. Oh, thank God I remembered. So you can see it's even in the mold. I'm adding the perfume. Okay, so I now added my perfume, about 200 mils of perfume. You can add more. This soap is meant to be used for people with sensitive skin or even newborn babies. You can see how the soap came out. Okay, the soap came out very smooth and it smells a lot like goat milk. Even with the perfume, the smell refused to go. So this is me cutting my soap. Okay, this is me cutting my soap bars, and this cutter gave me neat cuts. After cutting it like this, you can either decide to trim the edges or leave it as it is. So this is the final look of the soap, and see how smooth it is. Generally, I love the outcome.